Hello, and it's fx, and we're back with another video, weekly review. Gonna quickly go through last week and then go through what I'm expecting to see, or what kind of bias can we see, what price is actually telling us what may happen for next week. I just watched my previous video and I didn't really go through my bias for oil. So I'm just literally quickly gonna go through this. I was bullish on oil. I think on the video on the Monday there was a long here which I didn't take because I was already in EU, but as you can see, if you would have took that trade, my initial target was this previous week's high. Literally the gains was absolutely crazy. Swept this previous day low, I think it was last week's Tuesday, and we just ripped to the upside. So that trade alone was just absolutely ridiculous. But I should have took it, but I was already in my EU shorts and that played out. I then wanted to go long Tuesday. I took 1.5 R out of it, and then I missed Wednesday longs. I should have just been paying a bit more attention to the 30-minute time frame, and I would have been in this, but because I wasn't in it. It's fine, it's gonna happen. You recuperate, come back the next day, and then here the timing was just a bit early for me, so I wasn't confident, and then I knew we had these lows, so I missed this trade. And then from there it was just my target was hit being this previous week's high, and then there was no trade for me on oil. So that was oil for you quickly. Now if we're going to Euro USD, well, in fact, let's go to the dollar. So this week we had PPI and CPI, and it was higher than previous month, which kind of could indicate that obviously prices the dollar's getting stronger. I'm not really a fundamental trader, but I've been trying to learn like what do these things mean. And my bias for the dollar absolutely went to shit, but I was still able to gain off it. So obviously, as you've seen, Monday I went long into this daily fair value gap, and what I wanted to see was this daily fair value gap push price lower to try to target this weekly fair value gap. And as we can see, it did push lower. It tapped back into this daily fair value gap, swept Tuesday's low, and then we had CPI, which indicates that dollar is gaining strength. And now we are in this daily fair value gap. So am I bullish, am I bearish? We need to, again, it's probably going to be a waiting game and another week of basically just trading previous day lows and previous day highs, because it's not as clear. But if Monday shows some potential of a 1 hour shift or something, and then we start to push lower, then I'm bearish. But if we close above here, I'll then have to use, and then even this, like, we've created another daily fair value gap, so we could actually tap into here and push higher. I don't know what we would want to target. What would we want to target? For me, the only thing I can see is this buy side, but then this, we've got this previous week high. It's not gonna say, but yeah, we got this previous week high. But for me, it's a bit strange. But I just trade price action. Like, I'm just gonna read price, see what's what. For now, I know what to do in this scenario now, because I've had it in the past where if I'm not showing a clear price run, I'll just trade the previous day highs and previous daily lows. Simple. So for now, again, the dollar's not as clear. My bias for this week was not, it didn't play out basically. It's not gonna happen all the time. Like I say, it's 70 to 8%. For oil, it played out nicely. I would give it an 8 out of 10. For EU, 5 out of 10. Like, it didn't really. Monday, the weekly narrative played out, but then obviously I was expecting price to run to this weekly fair value gap, and it didn't. So let's look into EU. So when it comes to EU, how many traders actually got? I think I got Alright, here we are. So I took the shorts on Monday, and I actually got out a bit early, so I took 3 hours out of this one, and we actually did hit my target. If you go on the last video, you'll see I was in this trade. If I go on my Notion, it will help me out, to be fair. So yeah, 3% on Monday, Tuesday 1.5 on oil, and then Wednesday 2.5. Oh yeah, so let's go back to the charts. So yeah, here it is, Wednesday longs. So Tuesday I had a bullish bias. I wanted to go long, and I was gonna try to target this previous week high, which is marked in this yellow line, dotted line. I decided to get out here, so being, I don't know what it's saying, yeah, 2.5. but really and truly I could have held a bit more and got 5R, but I got out here instead. Nice sweep, take the longs, buy side liquidity, boom. And then obviously after that there was news and there was PPI, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just staying out the market. I just stayed out the market with EU. I said it's hit certain targets and it wasn't looking too clear, so I stayed away from EU from after Wednesday. Thursday, Friday I stayed away from EU. In fact, tell a lie, I wanted to trade Friday, but as you can see, I would probably try to go short off this sweep down into this 4 hour fair value gap, but it didn't happen, did it? So there was no trade. And then I was just focusing on oil. As I said, Thursday I missed this trade. I literally opened my eyes and the setup was already there, and I wasn't confident to take it. I felt like we could have got a bit more of a sweep of maybe one of these 1 hour lows. It didn't, pushed it without me. And then Friday I was thinking, because my target's been hit, I would look to go short, but I didn't have any shift in the market, neither on the 1 hour, not even on the 30 minute. Didn't even really have a failure swing, so I was I would have gone short like at 7, 8 o'clock times, but due to price not even creating a failure swing, like it creates a failure swing here, so you have low, high, and then this low bit, so already my entry can't be taken. And then after I seen the sweep here, I was thinking let's go long then to try to target this previous daily high after this sweep here, because we haven't had a shift, we haven't had a 1 hour shift. Well, in fact I had the 1 hour shift here, but I was still thinking to go long. I said if we close, basically if price would have closed here, I would have gone long. Because we closed below it, I just said, you know what, leave it, market's done. So that's basically last week. I think I was able to gain like 7%. Yeah, so now I'm gonna try to be quick because it's already 8 minutes. So yeah, so now going into the dollar, what am I expecting? I kind of briefly said it, but there's nothing really, because we're already in a fair value gap, we're already in a certain area that I would expect a reaction from. I just need to wait. That's basically it. I need to wait and see if price can give me some sort of confirmation of bearish signs and maybe push it to the downside, or are we gonna push higher, use this as an inversion fair value gap and push up to the upside. That's it. There's nothing really else to be said about it. I just gotta wait. Maybe 2 days, might have to play out Monday and Tuesday before I can even think, oh, let me do this. If I want high probability trades anyway. Or tell a lie, if I see, so because I haven't got a strong or clear price run on EU, the dollar, I know we've got this 4 hour fair value gap, and where's my previous daily high? So when Monday comes through, this will be a previous day high and this will be a previous day low, and if we come into these areas at a certain time and price decides to close above these areas, I would then either look for a short or a long, and that is how I'll probably, this is how I would trade this type of week. Just basically using time and price, and that's it really. But if we go on to so Monday for me may be something like it's looking like, I don't know, say we push higher, certain time we come into this area and we close below it, we have a wick rejection below it, I'll then go short. Same to be said, to be honest, if you come in this area. So I'm basically selling highs and buying lows at certain times. But yeah, that's it really. That's all I can do for this week, because I haven't got a clear price when I can't say, oh, price may like to go here. We're just in a weird area, so that's it, nice and quick. For oil, I'm still very much bullish. I think we've got this weekly fair value gap up here. That's why I would have liked to try to talk up. I messed up. I should have. When you've got these clear price runs, you should always, even if it's a quarter or a 0.5%, just take the shot and just let it run. Because if you ride, it's good gains. But anyway, this is what I need to do it myself. But anyway, it's looking bullish on oil for now. We've got a daily fair value gap here. This will be a new daily fair value gap, and it's good to see daily fair value gap. Well, sorry, it's good to see fair value gaps when highs are being taken. That could be a sign that this high isn't going to be a sweep. It's going to come back into this area and push higher. And we've got a nice draw on price, which is this weekly fair value gap. So for me, I'm still very much bullish on oil. This is probably the pair I'm probably going to focus on most, because I can see a clear price run. It's a trending market, so I just need to look for my entry criterias and then execute. Apart from that, there's nothing really else to be done. Like, I've got this daily fair value gap. We want to see how we trade within this area, and then if we violate this one, I just want to see how we trade this one. And that could be 2 days of me, it could be 2 losses, it could be 2 days of me not trading, could be 2 losses. But eventually price is, I'm then going to be in sync with price. And if you violate this one and then we start to go lower, then I understand that because of the violation. But because we've got 2 daily fair value gaps, I just need to watch price on a lower time frame and see how we reacted within these areas. But it's looking like price wants to go higher. The fact that we didn't actually climb lower after we took that previous week's high, it's just little signs to me that we may want to go higher. The weekly fair value gap is a good draw on price, like a magnet. But we'll see. I'm not really trying to predict in a sense. I'm just trying to read what's happened and then mark out like the best areas where I think price, if we are going to be bullish, here's where certain things might happen, and then we might go in that direction. Yeah, because you don't want to fall too in love with your bias, because that can just cause problems. But yeah, it was a good week last week. I'm hoping to have the same type of week this week. Strong, patient, understanding what I needed to do, executing when I needed to execute, and just keep it moving.